is up, YouTube? Welcome into mission number 8, MSQ number 8 of the Endwalker 6.1 playthrough and reactions. I've been having a ton of fun with it. Let's not stop. Let's get it. So we just finished number 7. That was Bridging the Rift. Now this one is going to be called Restrictive Reading. You're going to pick it up from Monteshane in the Baldessian Annex of the Old Sharlayan. Location is X 9.4, Y 11.3, or if you don't care for the numbers, just walk into the Baldessian Annex and then look to the right. It's literally right there, or it'll already be right in front of you when you finish the last mission anyways. So let's go ahead and get it going. It's called Restrictive Reading. Monteshane is waiting to offer you further instructions. Let's accept and move forward. You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume. You presume correctly. Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section. Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help. Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek. I love Monteshane's character. He's just been so good. All right, Ishol is accompanying us, so let's go ahead and run. Literally. I'm not going to get lost this time. Trust me. If you're watching this, I will not get lost this time. I promise. All I got to do is just literally walk forward. And then turn left. I will not turn left. I promise. Yeah. All right, let's go. We just made it into the Studium. We are going to continue going. It looks like I'm going... Yeah. It's where everybody's at over here in the corner. So let's get rid of their names real quick. We're going to talk to the index page. Archon Stola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. They talk like they're texting in high schoolers. Cutscene. All right. This is a really cool looking library, man. I like the central pillars with the books and everything.
If House Damia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
Let us begin. All right, so we got to find the notes. It's going to be anywhere in here. Oh, Jesus. Let's just go to the tome here. The weighty tome. Let's interact with it and see if this is the right one. First try. Let's see if we get it. In the year 1564, the 6th astral Endra, the Amal just summoned Ifrit, their patron god. Counts ascribe for the being a gigantic, lizard-like being with a potent command of a fire-spectrum magic. So we consider the primal summoning is an act fueled by faith and prayer. It is unsurprising, if not expected, that the resulting deiform entity should manifest the appearance and powers with which it attributed by its worshippers. What then might emerge from the ether should be the one who believes in almighty omniscience attempt the same ritual. Would the scholar himself grace us with his presence? Some other embodiment of divine sanctity? Could this man-made god truly be all-knowing? And if it were, whence would such knowledge arise? I myself had many questions concerning the nature of the ancient world, where no spell to transport me back to the days of old could I instead summon a being possessed of encyclopedic wisdom of every age, yet with no means to verify its pronouncements. How can we be so certain they're true? That's not it for sure. Let's try the leather-bound log. Let's interact with it and see if this is the right one. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuashan, the 9th practice, 9th Patriarch of House Demir. Second try. We present these research notes to the faculty of the Sharlayan Studium as both a token, and I just accidentally clicked through it. Have something to show me, do you? My apologies, I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Yeah, here you go. I found it. Well done, Jake. I think you may have found our prize. God dang!
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Damia's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
We found a means to traverse the ether. Has an interesting page, just like the cover of it. It's really cool looking. Oh! Hey, we've seen those before in the Alliance raids.
Of the Void Sent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard. From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Oh, wow. That's nuts, actually.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism. We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
Huh. So they turned a person into a void sent, it seems like.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon void sent, has been discussed among academics for years now.
Oh, she feels so bad.
Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Yeah, I remember that.
And still, House Daemir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
No shocker.
It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves.
I don't blame her.
But that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it?
I don't blame her for wanting to, though. I mean, she is a scholar wanting knowledge and just like, yeah. She just, yeah. You know. I love the little tiny little thing. What were they called? The tiny little creature that opened the door and closed the door, and it was adorable. The index page, yeah, that. All right, let's speak to Ishtola. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know of a Hainish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Daemir project. Our business here is concluded for the moment. Please pass our regards to the forum. Your message will be conveyed. Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled. Security mode engaged. If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I say we return to Thavnir and look for her at the Great Work. Okay. Well, this is going to be one of those moments again, since we're going to be going over to Ilsabard again. You're best off to literally just spend the 1500 gil and just warp. All right, so we just warped over. Let's go ahead and run over to her. She's literally standing right over here, as is everybody apparently here doing a thing. So let's go ahead and talk and watch a cutscene. Ishtola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you'll be interested. The research log should speak for itself. Will it now? Yeah, yes it will. By the sisters, this is the muck of House Daemir. I never even knew such a work existed. You should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives after all. It was, but that means every word Within is forbidden knowledge, a forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hands. I can hardly wait to read it. I love her character. She's such an adult child, and it's just so wonderful to watch. She's just so innocent in every sense of the word. To think the Daymere were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, what say you to helping us build a new Mog Atomos? I say yes 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daymere project that had even redoubtable scholars of Charlian trembling in their sandals. No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask. What do you mean to do with this big mouse simulacrum once we built it? You can have it. So there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty. Today is the day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand the hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you will attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead back here shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. Ow. Charlian's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals, but I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you'll need to go further into the font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pulls there is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vitra to join us. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. That means later, for those people that don't know. All right, inspect the astrally dense water. All right, so we're gonna go all the way. Ooh, there's a wall there. So we're going over to where Palika's stand was. We could have warped over to Yilsabard, or not Yilsabard, over here, the Yeldaman, that. We could have warped over there, but there really isn't a necessary purpose just because we have the capability of flying. If you can't fly, then yeah, I'd recommend it, but you really don't have to. Okay, so we're going to stand here, and then we're going to click on the astrally dense pocket. Huh. Okay. And we did deliver the flask of astral aspected water to Ishtola. So we're going to warp back to the Great Work. It's 100 gil. There's no reason to fly unless you really are just being stingy with your gil. Just spend the 100. All right, we're going to go over to Ishtola right here. Boom. Do you have the flask? There you go. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Jake. Love it. Guys, that's going to be the end of this mission. Restricted reading for the Endwalker 6.1 playthrough and reactions. This has been, again, so much fun. And there are more videos on the way. Guys, I am always live on Twitch at Jake Parker Live. Please make sure you head over there, hit the follow button. I'd love to see you guys in the chat, spamming all the emotes that you possibly can. So guys, thank you so much again. Like, comment, subscribe, get notified. Let me know what videos you guys would love to see, and let me know your thoughts on this video as well. Thank you so much for watching and being the reason I get to do what I do. Without you guys, I couldn't do it. And hit the community Discord link in the description below. I will see you guys for the next video. And until then, game on.